Hi guys, welcome back to Honest Straightforward Reviews. I'm super excited today to bring to you guys a comparison between these two bad boys. The brand new Beats Studio Plus by Apple. They just come out, especially in Australia, they've literally just come out about a month ago. And the Sony WF-1000XM4, which is, in my opinion, one of the best headphones, earbuds that you can get. Let's get this comparison started. Now, before I continue, I'd like to let you guys know this channel is surviving on your subscriptions. So if you're subscribed, thank you. And if you're not, now is a great time to do so. This comparison would be distributed in a few segments. First of all, I'll just look at the unboxing and the boxing. If you want to, by the way, look at the proper unboxing of these, top right hand corner. So first I'll look at that, then I'll look at both of them side by side, take them out, have a good look around, and towards the end I will talk about all the features, the noise cancellation, sound, comfort, and all that stuff. Let's get this started with the unboxing. So these are the boxes, side by side. One is a bit fatter, the other one is a bit longer. The Sony one is a bit fatter. So Beats one has a lot of information on there, quite a few things in here. It's got different sizes for you as well. So that's Beats over here. The Sony one is with recycled paper and all that stuff, and it is okay, it's not too bad, but that's basically it. Let's give this an open. And inside you get all this jazz, like with the headphones, the cabling, whatnot. And this is going to come out a bit hard, but that's where it used to sit. Okay, so that's basically the Sony over here. Now, between the two boxes, I would honestly say that I love the look of the Sony. Okay, but you can't really close it. Like, you can just leave it like this, and if you hit it, it's gonna just fall out. All right, so between the boxes, I love the design of the Sony. I wish there was a way just to neatly just tuck it in and just, you know, be done with it and just put it aside, you know. Especially somebody like me who's got a lot of unboxing and boxes lying around. Last thing I need is a box just waiting to get lost. But I am quite careful with them, so I've looked after the Sony one so far really well, and as you can see, it's quite old. Now, excuses for this: the Sony headphones do not come like this. Okay, they do not come like with a embossed sticker on it, or sticker of a running man in the back and things like that. This is my everyday headphones. I use them personally for my everyday, and my son just loves putting stickers on everywhere. You should see my phone. Hang on, I'll show you guys my phone actually. That's my phone, okay? Look at all the stickers. Anyway, so that's the Sony over here, and you've got the Beats next to it. Now the Beats, I've got the transparent one. Everyone had the transparent one, but I don't think anyone had it in 4K this close. So I really wanted to get it right next to each other, first of all, and give you guys a really good look at both of them, what they look like and what to expect. Now the Beats has not this one per se, but it has a very minimalistic look, and the Sony one has a bit of a sophisticated look in my eyes, and they also got wireless charging, so it works with anything. Let's give this bad boy an open, okay? So this is what you get inside. You get everything, all the details here. Okay, so that's and this is the Sony's. So side by side, you can see the Sony's are a lot bigger. Okay, and these guys hide their bulk down here, and they've got buttons. So this is clicky button, even though there's not much travel in there, not that you want it. Whereas this guy is touch sensitive. It's very touch sensitive. It can sense anything that you throw at it and all that stuff. Also, these are silicone, okay, quite hard. I don't think they're as soft as the silicone on the AirPods Pro 2 or the AirPods Pro for that matter. But these are memory foam, so these are very comfortable and they make a really, really good seal. So in terms of sound isolation, the Sonys will have it, okay? They have a very good sound isolation. They really seal your ear up. You don't really need noise cancellation with just sound isolation. Now, let's go on to noise cancellation. Moving on to noise cancellation, the Sony again is miles ahead. It's got 2 sound drivers, noise cancellation mics and all this stuff. It's really, really it's one of the best out there. The Beats is so lethargic next to it. It doesn't really keep up with it at all when it comes to noise cancellation, and the noise cancellation on the Beats is just there. I feel like they were just doing a fill of it. So they weren't like, hey, let's make noise cancellation. Hey, every earbud has noise cancellation, let's put it on here. Let's not make it the best. Let's not make it better than the AirPods Pro, because the AirPods Pro needs to sell, that's Apple branded, and that needs to be the best. But even saying that, they suffer from the Apple anxiety. So I'm calling it, I've coined it here. This is where you heard it first. They suffer from Apple anxiety. And what Apple anxiety is, they think they know everything, they know what to give you. So that sort of mentality really worked well under Steve Jobs. That he made a lot of things work really well. They were really good. And however, what I feel like, especially with these and the AirPods Pro 2, I feel like their adaptive noise cancellation is such a pain. So what it does is it monitors the area, and according to that, it'll do noise cancellation. So the noise cancellation is already not good enough. Then what it'll do is it'll think, you want to hear everyone speak around you. So it'll make the voices come in and block some of the other noises out. And that's annoying. So that can be useful, which this does as well. This does it, no problems. You can have variation of adaptive noise cancellation. You can have it location based, okay? So the feature is you can control it, and at the gym or walking, it'll sense that you're walking. So the Sony senses when you're walking, and according to that, it'll let the car noises come in and block everything else, for example, you know? And at the gym, it'll just block everything. And at your office or on the train, it'll block everything and things like that. So the adaptive noise cancellation is not only better, it is location based, and you can actually tell it. So if you don't want it to cancel out everything at the gym, you can tell it what to cancel out at the gym, you know? So you can customize it, or which is what I do, is completely have that off. So I have just noise cancellation. So when I am sitting at home and I put these on, I don't want to be disturbed. I want to be able to concentrate on these videos that I'm making, you guys. I want to be able to hear my voice, what I've done, what nuances I'm using, all these little things in my voices that I don't want it to come through or come through. So that I need the noise cancellation to work properly on it. You know, I don't want it to go, let me put all this noise of your children playing and your wife talking to them and all of this, and it'll just completely disturb you. So that sort of thing, I think it suffers with. Apple suffers with that. They have wrecked the AirPods Pro 2 for me, and they have done the exact same thing with the adaptive noise cancellation here. So you can't have normal noise cancellation on it. You can't cancel the adaptive noise cancellation. You can either turn it off and have transparency mode and not have any, or not have anything, or have the adaptive noise cancellation, which is really not that good. When it comes to the app, the Sony app is so good. It has something called speak to chat, where if you've got the noise cancellation on, it'll sense that you're talking to someone. And I've gone next to people who are talking to each other, and it recognizes that it's not me, so it wouldn't turn on transparency mode. Whereas what will happen is, as soon as I start talking, it'll pause my music, turn on transparency mode. I can have a conversation with them, and after a period of no conversation, like let's say 2 seconds or 5 seconds or whatever, it'll go back into the music and noise cancellation turned on. That's so useful. This doesn't have it, doesn't have the controls for it. This controls a lot of other things like 3D audio, which is spatial audio in Apple's terms, but this does it so much better with so many more apps. Also, if you're an Android user, you'll be better off with the Sonys. Not only do they give you a lot more customization, it feels a lot better. When it comes to comfort, these feel weird inside my ears. So inside my ears, the cushions, they just feel weird. But I don't know whether that is because I've gotten used to the memory foams on the Sonys. The memory foams on the Sonys are marvelous. When I first went from an AirPods Pro 1 to the Sonys, I did feel a bit funny, and it did feel like it was just weird. But after I've gotten used to it, I can't go back to anything like this. This just feels like it's just an earplug. It just goes in there and just sits there. It doesn't do anything. Whereas this isolates noise. This makes a proper seal in my ears, and it complements the noise cancellation. The noise cancellation is great on it as well. So the features with the app, there's hardly anything on this guy. This has hardly anything in terms of the app and giving you the power, the user the power to do what they want to do. Whereas this gives you all the power. It has a very good app, lets you software update, it has wireless charging, has all of that stuff, has better noise cancellation, has better noise isolation. Let's talk about sound. The buds, surprisingly, since Apple's taken them over, they're more, I would say, balanced in terms of the sound. This is more bass heavy in my experience. Most people I've seen a few reviews, they're saying the buds sound better, but to my ears and what I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to a variety, a vast array of genres in music, both in terms of now, old, different cultures and all that. I feel like the Sony complements it so much better, and if I'm not happy with it, it gives me an equalizer. And the equalizer is one of the most thorough equalizers I've seen out there. So the equalizer really does a great job on this guy. It lets me play with it. It lets me really customize it. It lets me do all the mids tone and play with the bass and tremble and all that stuff. So I feel like the sound on this with the app is better, and the noise cancellation and the noise isolation, that all really complements it. So the sound on this is better. When we move on to the battery life on this is better. It has about 2 to 3 hours better battery life in my testing, and the charging, both of them have USB-C charging, so which is great to see. Both of them have USB-C fast charging, and also the case in the Sony carries a bit more. The pill shape on this does stay a bit flat in your pockets, to be honest, but other than that, there's hardly anything in there. I don't feel like there's much. It is then smaller a tiny bit as well than the Beats, the Sonys are. Now let's go on to the last and most important thing. These have just gotten released, and they are for 270 Australian dollars. 270. I've seen these for refurbished ones for 170 bucks, and I've gotten them and I've looked at them, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. They're beautiful, they work fine, there's nothing. And with refurbished models, you can get the best because they have gone through a rigorous testing to make sure that they work properly and they're not that bad. So the refurbished one on this, and even a brand new one, I saw it for about $230. Price, it's better, it's smaller, charges better, longer, holds the charge longer, the case has more charge, it works better with Androids and works fine with Apple. It has better noise cancellation, better sound, better noise isolation. What can I say? It's your decision. All I'm left to say is thank you for watching it to the end. I really appreciate it. Now is a really great time to drop in a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts? Are you a fanboy of one of these? Are you a Beats fanboy? I used to be a massive Beats fanboy. Check my channel out, check my old Beats headphones, Beats, and look at my old reviews and things like that, they used to have this character to it. Even if the character wasn't a good character, it wasn't the best character out there, they did have that character, which they have lost since Apple's taken them over. So anyways, that's basically my review of comparison of these. Please do let me know in the comments below what else would you guys like me to do with these two. Thank you for watching it to the end. Take good care. Bye bye.